Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'll be showing you guys how I got these curls. This was my second time filming. After I noticed the first time the lighting was quite dark and then I just wasn't satisfied, so I had to film this all over again. But I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you want to see how I got this hair with so much volume, just keep on watching. So the first thing you want to do is just brush your hair properly, making sure there's no knots or tangles in your hair. You want to make sure you brush it properly, just because when you curl it, your curls will come out more silky and they'll just look so much more nicer. So I just use one of these detangling brushes, just because using a normal brush does hurt my hair, and I do have a lot of hair fallout as well. So I just try and prevent that in as many ways as possible. So I normally brush by twisting it around my finger like that and brush it down. I do this so it doesn't pull the top bit, well, the roots of my hair from the head, and then I just work my way up. That side all done. You can see the difference, like after brushing my hair's just puffed up massively. But yeah, so that is all my hair brushed now. So you're going to brush your hair properly first, making sure that there's no tangles left or knots left in your hair. I did spray my hair with this heat protectant spray, which is just a care and shine one. So you're just going to make sure you spray it over everywhere, make sure you're not leaving any hair out, and then just brush through your hair again like I have. So this is all now ready to curl. So the straightener I used was from Wilkinson's. I did only get it for £20, I think it was about £20, somewhere along the lines of that, and it came with a heat protectant spray and this heat mat, which is something I always use. It's so much easier putting your straightener straight on your lap rather than leaning over and putting it down every time you need to put it down. So the first thing you want to do is just separate your hair into however many parts you're doing your hair in. So I do mine normally in 3 parts, so I'm just going to do the first part, curl it, and then we'll do the second part. So you want to take a section of your hair like so it's not actually that much hair. Grab your straightener and you want to flatten down the frizzy bits that are closer to your scalp, and then grab the straightener like so, pull around, so you've gone around the straightener, and then you want to tuck it inside. So you've kind of created a hoop like so. Pull up, close your straightener now, and you can just hold it from the end and pull down. So you want to pull down slowly, making sure that all the heat is getting to the hair. And there you go. So you're going to repeat this on all of your hair, and then at the end we'll just open up the curls with a brush or with your hand. So it's entirely up to you whether you want to take more hair or less. The less hair you take, the more tighter the curls will be. So it is entirely up to you. So again, grab the hair, go around, and then tuck it inside and pull up. All that steam coming off is just because of the heat protectant spray. It's made my hair a little bit wet. Using the spray also adds a lot of shine to your hair. I'm not sure if it's picking out, but it adds a lot of shine as well. A lot of people at this point will kind of just get the ringlets, put it up like this, and you can pin it. This is kind of a quick curling hair tutorial, so it's just a quick way I normally do it. If I have got time and I've got ready earlier or whatever, I will pin them up as well. So that's the first section done. What you want to do now is just kind of put it to the back. You can clip it just to make sure it doesn't mix in with your other hair, but I normally tend to find if I just put it to the back, I can easily feel which part of my hair isn't curled. Now I'll just grab the second section. So I do find the second section of your hair normally takes the longest, just because the majority of your hair is around this bit. So take your time with this, as this is the hair you'll probably see more than the bottom layer as well as the top layer. You have to make sure you do the top layer properly. The higher up you pull up the straightener, the more higher up your curls will be. So if you do want them just to stay on the bottom half of your hair, just make sure you pull down to the start you want your curl to start, and then start pulling down. So I like mine quite high up, so I turn it around, I go up to where I want it to start and then pull. Obviously there are loads of different ways to curl your hair. I've tried a lot of different techniques, but with Asian hair, because of how thick and heavy it is, bear in mind my hair isn't the thickest or the heaviest, but for how heavy my hair is, normal curling techniques just wouldn't keep my curls in place. And this is the only way that, funnily enough, a child of I think she was 12 to 13 years old taught me this way, and I've just stuck with it, and it's the only way my hair actually stays like this. I don't need to use hairspray either, because it actually stays for a good few days with no hairspray. For one of my wedding events, I had my hair done by, I believe it was Tony and Guy, and there were two women that tried to curl my hair and it just didn't want to stay. One of the ways they tried was with the big curling round things, and it didn't stay. And the first technique she tried was by, she done something with the straightener where she kept turning it around, and then she pinned them once she had taken the straightener out. Within 10 minutes of her taking the pins out, all my curls had come out. It literally just looked like wavy hair. But then I'd just given up and I just said, it's fine, just leave it, it's not gonna work. So yeah, obviously I found this technique out after I got married. By then all the functions were done, and then COVID came, so I didn't really have a wedding event to do my hair like this. If you have got highlights or coloured hair with different tones of the colour in it, I think curls just look so good. So the last bit is obviously the crown of your head. This part, I'd say if you do want to rush and do your hair, I'd rush on the middle and the bottom layer, but on the top one just take your time, because this is obviously framing your face, so you want to make sure it looks as good as it can. Drop your hair and just let your natural, or if you have a preferred parting, just let that come out. Mine's just a side parting. Let it drop and frame your face, and now you're just going to curl it. I tend to just create like a wave with my fringe rather than a full-on curl, so I'll just do that. So as I do this, I just kind of tip my hair to the opposite side just to keep it out of the way. with the top bit of my hair, I do take wider sections just because I don't like it kind of coming down in parts in each curl. I feel like the wider the section on the top just makes it look a lot more nicer and rounded. So now I've curled all of the hair. You can see they've created kind of ringlets. Now it's entirely up to you. You can either brush your curls out or you can just use your fingers. I'm going to do a combination of both. Like so. See, this is the finished look. So it's just nice big hair with lots of volume and a lot of shine. This is the technique that works for me. Hopefully it'll work for you guys too. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one.